Okay, so thank you for coming back to part two. Now is the fun part, and I got Sharpie all over my fingers. Please do not look at them. That's why I said it's not good to use the Sharpie, because it will show through once you start to stuff and stretch the material. What you really should do is pin the pattern on the material and then just cut around the material, unless you have one of those water soluble sewing pencils, pens, whatever. So now is the fun part, the decorating. So I'm just gonna take various parts of cotton and stiff it in there. You want to really pack it in there. The only problem about really making it firm is that it stretches. Sometimes you're sewing and it'll twist a little bit. So I guess to each his own. And I did not take this little piece out. I should have did that first. And I think I have it now. Okay. So I gotta make sure cotton goes all the way to the tip, which it isn't. So I'm gonna take out the second amount that I put. Make sure it goes into that very tip. Okay.
Of diseases and infirmities without natural means of any sort. Now you see, a lot of times we mix prayer and medicine together, but that's not gifts of healings. A lot of times people got well because not only we're on medication, but people are praying. You know, Jesus said something to me, and I think this will help us. It did me. He said something to me in one of the
This one I made a little slender, more slender than the one that I made before. I was trying to see if I would be able to avoid the Sharpie, but unfortunately, I was not able. So you see, as you stuff it, how it starts to like twist, starts to twist the sewing. So you would just try to adjust as much as possible. But you're going to decorate it anyway and cover up most of the twisting, the sewing. Anyway, hopefully. And I like to listen to music most of the time, or preaching or testimony in the background. I know most people probably don't like that, but my life evolves around Jesus. So it's very important that I keep feeding my soul. Like they say, you are what you eat. If you fill your life with a bunch of negativity, you will be negative. But if you fill yourself with good things constantly, then you would be good. You'll be healthy. Jesus said that your eyes are the lamp to your soul. So it's always good to keep your eyes clean as possible. Okay, so it's more thin and petite compared to the one that I made for Jean's challenge. This one is a little more, you could see, maybe, I don't know if you can tell, probably not, but this one is a little bit more thinner, more precise with its point, and a little too sharp here, but that's okay. So this is the board floor piece sample that they give you at Home Depot. Piece of, I guess, compressed wood with a nice wood finish. So now I'm going to cover this. And I forgot to plug my glue gun, so I'm going to get my glue gun and make sure that I plug that. Sorry about the shadows. Get my my material ready. And make sure I have my scissors.
And so this lady said, well, Dr. Kosicki is at the hospital at this time every night. I'll call him. He's the leading bone specialist of this city. So she called. He's
And I need one more thing, the bling bling.
My wife and I, and this lady, this supervisor over one of the rooms of the hospital, that we're in common, the five of us, is each doing that. Well, they discussing whether or not it is working or whatever happened to it.
Sorry about leaving you guys there, watching the curtain blow with the fan. So, what? So this is some brooch pieces that I have.
And the Lord said to me, your arm is not so good, you've knocked your elbow out of place. But don't bother about it. I'll arrange
My
everything
store.
with the hospital, everything will be fine. Don't bother about it.
Sorry about the shadowing, but yeah, so these are brooches that I have at my store. And this is the gold tone one.
And went into this room, of course, the doctor examined my
And the one that I put on this sewing machine is the
he said, well, Reverend, you knocked your elbow out.
silver tone one.
You know, you saw the fellow believe, well, thanks the Lord, it didn't break. He said, but this is much worse than break. Oh, boy,
But-
you fell asleep, and it takes much longer, you see.
Okay, so now I'm going to cover
See this muscle here down here.
the wood piece.
We got to put every muscle back in place, the ligaments back in
And
place.
I just
You couldn't stand
eyeball it.
we had to put your feet to do that.
Just cut a piece right around it.
But,
Piece of material.
up till that time, there'd been only one time prior to that. I've spoken in Psalms, but one night I spoke all the time. But when they ruled me and I went in speaking in Psalms, I came out speaking in Psalms. And they said, while I was under the out, I spoke in Psalms constantly. And everybody there in the hospital just treated me like I'd almost God. The Lord said, I'll arrange everything for it, everything be fine. And so they got everything back in place, this muscle back up here, and this muscle here, and all the ligaments and all of that.
You must be bored watching me do this with these little teeny tiny scissors. I swear, scissors disappear in this house like you cannot imagine. You would think they were gold. I buy scissors every time I go to Michael's, and each time it's the same thing. My scissors disappear. They just disappear. Look like they grow legs themselves and just flat up, get up and walk. Okay, so there goes the piece. And now I'm just going to put the glue all over this side here. This is the part that's going to go flat down. We want to make sure it's secure, that it holds in place.
And my door is ajar about, I don't know why, when they went out, or maybe I'd been out, I don't know, anyway, left about 7:05. And the way we had my bed was, to open my way, and I can see that.
Okay,
And so I'm
so that's secured. Now we're going to miter the edges just a little bit.
I saw this wife, I thought it was nurse,
And don't mind my doggy, she's starting again.
wasn't a woman's name.
She's picking another toy to play with, which isn't hers.
And they had on
Bella?
Now, that's the only time, every time I ever saw Jesus before you,
Bella?
this time they had on Roman sandals, no socks.
Maybe you'll get to see her. Let's see if I can get. Come on, Bella. Come on. Come on, say hello. You want to come? Not that way. This way. Come. Come on, Belly. Too wild.
Come about halfway between his knees and me. And on Roman sandals. You're about 5 feet.
So now that we have that part,
I'd say about 5 feet.
now that we have that part already glued on, now we just glue over the edges.
And he just come through that door and then pushed it back to it, practically to it. Might have been, and he can't. And I tell you, it felt to me like the hair stood straight up on my head. I
trim this off. I mean, you could fold it all the way over and then just finish the bottom of it. I don't do it. I mean, you could, but it's just more work. And I need crafts that I can get done fast. This time is very precious for me.
I'm not that smart. He told me that very night. He said that. That he told me about the big night with you. And just to read with somebody as a physical.
I hope everybody's having a wonderful New Year's thus far. I hope that everybody had a beautiful Christmas as well.
You know what goose pimples are? No, I couldn't say anything. And he walked around the foot of my bed and up on the other side. There's a chair there. And he took that chair and moved it up close to the bed and sat down. Folded his hands something like this and said, I told you the night before last in the car. And see, I didn't expect you to do this way, that I speak to you again, not to bother. Don't you bother, don't have one thought or one worry about anything. I'll arrange everything for you, hospital, and everything will be fine. And I said, well, Lord, I don't want to brag on myself, but one thing about it, I sure haven't bothered. I just had a high heel.
Okay, so now we have that part done. We could finish this off later on. That'll be the last thing. I also have to do this one. So now we're just gonna glue on as best as possible this part of the sewing machine. You want to make sure you have enough cotton in there. That's my cotton. Add a little bit more.
I've been threatening to do it, but you see, then as you comment on certain parts of it, because you need certain parts that need to be clarified, you take it from another hour and a half. Is not pertinent to what we're talking about.
Okay, so I try to hold it down, and I should have evened out these edges here, but just to make it a little even, but it really doesn't matter, honestly.
Now I've been threatening, and I think I'll do it one of these times. Just simply to take these visions up one by one. Amen. Because now listen. Remember,
Try to get as much as possible in the center. Push these down. Ooh, that's hot. Yes.
Yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Spiritual things never grow old. And see, that happened. Now, if you take, for instance, that first vision, 1950, when the Lord appeared to me, well, 1950.
Okay, so now we have our sewing machine almost done. And I'm going to add some more glue here, because this little piece of material, for some reason, folded under. So I'm going to add it on top now. I guess that was my fault for cutting it so close to the raw edge of the material.
Next month, February, which will be here in a few days, will be 28 years ago.
I'm sorry, I'm not so focused in the center of the camera, but it's just been chaotic trying to do a video on this small little teeny tiny table. I am literally like bent over. I'm just gonna add a teeny tiny little bit more glue here, because I feel like I want to make sure this piece here is very glued down. Okay, so we'll just adjust it, try to get it, move the cotton around inside, try to get it as much as possible neat. I think I like the sewing machine on this one going this way. This side seems a little, I know sewing machines are supposed to face this way, but let's see. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so there you have it. And now the fun part comes. of decorating.
And he went on to say that the files were faulty, right?
And I have a lot of appliques and stuff like that. But this, I don't know if it's gonna even show up so much on it, white on white. And I've never dyed any appliques before. I should have, but I have not done it. So, with that being said, I have some of these that maybe they're more off-white cream color. Maybe these will show up more on this. Make it vintagey. It would have been nice also to just have put lace material on it. So I am not gonna record doing this part, so you guys got an idea. Hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to be making one of these and giving them away in a challenge that I'm going to be doing soon. Hopefully you guys will participate. Not like last time, a couple of you ladies said that you was going to participate and no one never did, you know. Kind of bummed out by that, but hopefully in this next challenge some people will join. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.